some analysis on this. I'm joined by Chris Doyle in London. He's the director of the Council of Arab-British Understanding and a Middle East commentator. Chris, thanks so much for speaking to us. So we're hearing that the US and Iran both keen for diplomacy here. They've already held 2 rounds of talks. Why then are we still seeing the military build-up off the coast of Iran?
It's a fair question. I think if sense and rational behavior were the yardstick and the motivator of these decisions, then there would be a deal. Then there would be an agreement between the United States and Iran. But the trouble is we have a long, decades-long history, mistrust between the two, that there is suspicion about what the intentions of Israel are from the Iranians. And so it's very difficult to get a deal over the line. And of course, both sides are jockeying to try to achieve a deal that they can sell more effectively to their own domestic audiences. For Iran, they want to be able to say that they haven't given up core rights like the right to enrich uranium. And for the United States, Donald Trump wants to be able to say that this is an enhanced deal from the one that President Obama delivered, the JCPOA, which he was so critical of. But the thing is that going to war is a lose-lose for everybody. You never know what will happen in a war. The United States has an extraordinary array of military assets now in place. But the Iranian regime has an ability also to disrupt, to block trade. We could see oil prices go up even more, and they've already started. We can see all sorts of consequences that spill out from Iran that affect the region. So, as I said, if decisions like this were made on a rational basis, we wouldn't be going to war. But there is a serious risk now, given the history between all of these parties.
And that risk, Trump is once again giving deadlines here. He's saying 10 to 14, 15 days. And President Trump in the past, giving deadlines is something we've seen from him, especially when it comes to conflicts like these. But is he saying this just to put more pressure on Iran? And if he does actually take action, what could that look like? Would it only possibly be military action or something else?
Deciphering the exact motivations and intentions of Donald Trump keeps everybody in the media and the political classes very busy. It's really hard to tell. I mean, what we do know is that historically, he is averse to the United States getting involved in never-ending wars, regime change wars that he has opposed. So I think we have to believe that his instinct is for a deal. He wants to do a deal. He wants to be seen as the man who can get these conflicts ended. And we've seen all about that over the last 12 months, even if all of his claims to end oodles of wars are largely don't really stack up to any proper scrutiny. But the trouble is, when you have all these military assets in the region, it can sometimes be very difficult to step back from the brink. And I think that's, really where we are. That's going to make it, really problematic. And we've already seen a situation last month where a US vessel had to down an Iranian drone. So this means that you can also get a war by mistake, not intent. It won't necessarily, because both parties actually decide to go head to head.
Chris Doyle, your analysis, as always, much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you.